You know, it's a beautiful day to take your bike out of storage and maybe go for a ride through the coulees or around Henderson Lake here in Lethbridge. Jeannette Rocher is now with all of the weather details. Jeannette, the warmer temperatures should be sticking with us as we make our way to the first official day of spring a week from today.
Yeah, and it's pretty cool to think that we can take the bike out and hit those trails before spring is even here. We're not seeing the first day of spring until later next week. So that means that this is actually the last week of winter. And look at it. It is amazing. We only have a couple of single-digit days there, but they're still well above seasonal. At 9 for a high tomorrow on Wednesday. Then we're back up to the double digits, 11 for a high on Thursday, up to 15 on Friday with clear skies. The clouds rolling in for Saturday, a high of 8 degrees. There's that other single digit. And then look what happened Sunday and Monday, all the way up to 17 and 19 degrees to finish out that 7-day forecast. All of those days above seasonal. So the average high for this time of year, 5 degrees, average low -7, 18. That was our high temperature on this day. That happened back in 2007 rather. And then in 1950, we had the chilliest, -26, very cold for that last little bit of winter there. 7:50, that's when the sun rose this morning. Sunset tonight at 7:33. We're seeing 11 hours, 43 minutes of daylight. So close to that 12-hour mark. We're sitting at 4 minutes longer than we were yesterday. 9 for a high in Victoria, seeing increasing clouds in the morning. In Vancouver, seeing a mix of sun and cloud, 11 for a high there. Edmonton, 7 for a high, and 8 in Calgary, mix of sun and cloud in both of those two cities. As we look to the rest of the prairies, we are seeing a 60% chance of flurries in Saskatoon, followed by a risk of freezing rain, -1 for a high, 2 degrees for a high in Regina, seeing risk of freezing drizzle early in the morning and then periods of snow. And then in Winnipeg, 4 for a high, could see a risk of freezing rain, and then mainly cloudy skies throughout the rest of the day there. As we get to the central part of the country, no rain here in Toronto. We're seeing clear skies, 17 for a high, 11 in Ottawa, and Ottawa seeing a chance of showers, could see some freezing rain mixed with that. And then same with Montreal, looking at 40% chance of showers, 5 for a high there. As we get into Atlantic Canada, here's where we're seeing a lot of mixed precipitation. So we're seeing 7 for a high in Fredericton with partly cloudy skies. Now Halifax seeing a chance of flurries, could see some mixed freezing rain. There are also very high winds in Halifax, up to 50k winds tomorrow, 5 for a high, 2 for a high in Charlottetown, seeing some flurries as well. And then 1 expected to be the high in St. John's, also very windy, up to 50k winds. And then seeing rain with freezing drizzle, possibility of some flurries, a little bit of everything happening there in St. John's. So there you have it. That is your forecast.